Howdy folks, Big Anklevich here. It is day 27 of the December Carnivore Challenge here in this most dangerous time of the year. And let's head into those daily videos and see how things are going here on Big Anklevich on Health. Okay, so how am I doing on day 27? Well, I've been having issues recently. I've been eating too much, been eating stuff that I probably shouldn't. Nothing too terrible, but stuff that I shouldn't be eating. And I know I shouldn't be eating it. I know it causes me issues, and yet I ate it anyways. And so today was supposed to be the day when I got it together. I said yesterday that I was going to just eat a great big steak, and that was going to be the whole of my food. Because I had last week, sometime a little before Christmas, they had this big sale on ribeye roasts, where they, it was I think it was $5.50 a pound or something like that. And for ribeye, that's a freaking amazing price. And so I bought one of those and I cut it into steaks myself, which wasn't very good at, I'll have to say. And that kind of came back to haunt me today. But first, let's say I got up this morning at super early, which is, the way I got to do things these days, because that's my schedule. So I was up at, I think, 4 a.m. and out the door, and I was doing my walk out there in the dark. I walked all around. I got in a whole bunch of steps. By the end of the day, I made it to 19,000 steps. Probably should have done another 57 steps. Made it all the way to 20,000. I'll probably get 57 steps in before I go to bed. So there you go. I made it to 20,000, we'll just say. But when I got back from my walk, I got into the kitchen and I started cooking up a steak. And I cooked it up, and then I realized as I was finishing that the steak was cut kind of thin. It was big, but it was pretty thin. I kind of screwed it up when I cut it. It shouldn't be quite that thin. The last one that I had was not thin like this, and it was great, filling, and wonderful. Because it was so thin, I thought, you know what, I might need a little bit more if that's all I'm going to eat, so I should eat it now. I should still have one meal a day and just eat it now. And so I took some of the leftovers from our fondue that we had on Christmas, and I warmed some of that up. So it was chicken, some sirloin steak, and a little bit of sausage. And I ate a bunch of that until I was just stuffed. And that was supposed to be it. But then we went grocery shopping, and while we were grocery shopping, we stopped in at Trader Joe's, and at Trader Joe's they have goat's milk stuff, and I tried some goat's milk cheese a couple weeks ago. I think we talked about it on here, but I thought, what if I tried goat's milk? Should I try it? I don't know. I probably shouldn't, but I wanted to, and I was almost going to get some goat's milk, but my daughter talked me into getting goat's milk kefir, whatever, however you're supposed to say it. I think it's kefir, but you could maybe say kefir too. But anyways, I got some of that. I brought it home, and I had some of it, and it was pretty good. So I had some more, and I had some more. I had a lot of it. I probably had half of the bottle of kefir, and it was still pretty early, so I finished it up then, and I was like, okay, that's all I'm going to do. And I didn't eat anything else. I stopped there, but I ate a lot, and a lot of it was it was dairy, stuff that tends to cause me trouble. So we'll have to see how things work out. I have a feeling that I might be heavier tomorrow than I was today. But tomorrow I'm going to actually stick to my plan and do the steak. And that's going to be it, just the steak. Although I probably will finish up that bottle of kefir unless I can get my daughter to drink the rest of it or something. But yeah, I was doing that basically because I wanted to get, the bacteria cultures that you can get in that kind of stuff. That's what I'm looking to do because I hear that could really help. And it's not a problem with carnivore, but a problem with modern life. Everybody does so much antibiotics that it can ruin our gut. And my gut is not as good as it should be. And so I thought maybe that would help. Do some yogurt cultures, that kind of stuff, and also some like sauerkraut, some what's the word I'm trying to think of? Fermented stuff. So yeah, I'm going to do a little of that over the next while, and we'll see if that makes a big difference. Feels like it already is making a difference, so we'll see. But anyways, that's what I did today. Let's head over and see what Marshall did today.
Hey, Marshall Latham here for day number 27. And this was the last day of the Latham Hanukkah, the last birthday of the month. And I'll start off in the morning. I had sausage links, several of those. And I also cooked up about 7 eggs. Scrambled them up with a bunch of leftover ham from Christmas. Diced it up, put it in there. Had a big plate of that. That was pretty good. Now, it lasted me the rest of the day. But we did go out to a restaurant to eat dinner. And we went to Red Robin this time. So a little bit easier to find solutions for a carnivore diet. My plan was to have the salmon, and they were out of salmon. So I had to go for a backup plan and decided just to go for a half rack of ribs without any sides. And yeah, that's got some sauce on it. That's probably problematic. But, I did what I needed to do. I was trying to make the best decision there. I could have tried. I've done at Red Robin before. I've done the burger on the side, or patties with whatever else. But I decided not to go that route this time. So I did good. I guess I learned my lesson. And they didn't have jambalaya on the menu. But that's it. That's it for me today. I think I'm doing well, making better decisions. So that's always a plus. And I think I'm getting an idea of what I need to change up. So we'll talk more about that tomorrow. All right, bye.
All right, Marshall, way to go. Good job. You went to a restaurant with a plan, and even though you got hit with a obstacle, you managed to pivot and still pull through. That's pretty good. Good job. Way to do it. All right. And there you go, folks. There's a good example of what to do if you got to go to a restaurant. All right, folks. We'll see you next time on Big Anklevich on Health.